Okay, let's go ahead and simplify this rational expression. I see in my numerator that it's not in standard form, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in standard form. So negative x squared minus x plus 12 over x squared minus 8x plus 15. Now, let's go ahead and take out a negative from the numerator because I don't like this negative being here. So I'm going to take a negative 1 out. So I get an x squared plus x minus 12. And then I get x squared minus 8x plus 15 down here. Now let's go ahead and factor. We have a negative in our numerator. Okay, so we see, whoops. We see that there's a negative here, which tells me that the two binomials that factor it, they have differing signs. Okay. Over here we have a plus, which tells me either both of these could be a plus and plus, or they could be a minus and minus. Well, how do I know? Second sign will tell me that. Second term sign. So it's a minus and a minus. Okay. Let's go ahead and start with the numerator. I'm going to go ahead and take the factor of x squared, which is x and x, and then look at the factors of 12. So 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. When you subtract them with each other, because one's going to be a positive and one's going to be a negative when we do O and I, they have to equal 1, the middle term. So that's 3 and 4. So where do I put the 3 and where do I put the 4? More importantly, where do I put the 4? Because that's a larger number. And when you subtract a smaller number with a larger number, the sign of the larger number is going to show, right? The sign of the larger number. You're going to end up, your answer is going to be the sign of the larger number. So we have a plus for that middle second term. So which means that I'm going to put a 4 here, and I'm going to put a 3 here. Okay, for the denominator, I'm going to take that x squared, and I'll put an x here and an x here, and then I have 15, and then 1 and 15, and 3 and 5. And when we add the two terms, because we have a negative here and a negative here, when we add the two terms, we get an 8. So which factors am I going to use? 3 and 5. And it doesn't matter where you put them, because they have the same sign. Okay, negative 3 and negative 5. Now, before we start simplifying, let's go ahead and get some restrictions. Let's go ahead and set some restrictions for the denominator. That is not a pretty palette combination right here. Look at that. That's just ugly. Wow. That green just did not mix very well with that mauve or that pinkish color. Okay? So we have x cannot be 3 and 5. Let's go ahead and simplify. We have a x plus 4, but no x plus 4 down here in the denominator. We have an x minus 3 and an x minus 3 here. So we have a negative x plus 4 over x minus 5. And right here is our final answer. Okay? Any questions? That one was pretty easy too. Okay? Good job, guys.